Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I decided to do a nice little baked potato with a twist, I guess you can say. And I try to make recipes healthier. So this is a twist on a baked potato with just some healthy options that you can do. So I'm using red potatoes, or nude potatoes if you want to call them that. You can use regular Russell potatoes if you want, the brown ones basically. I did that before and it tasted good as well. So there's no, unless you can tell the difference between the potato tastes like me, you won't be able to really figure it out. But so I'm going to be putting, I cubed these up, by the way, and I went ahead and boiled them. I boiled my potatoes for about a good 15 minutes and they were done. Especially when you cut them up, that helps them get done a lot quicker. So they're already boiled, so they're not going to do a lot of baking so much. I'm actually going to drizzle some olive oil over the potatoes, which you will see, and I'm going to let it bake for about 10 minutes, and that's pretty much it with the whole baking thing. So yeah, and I'm going to do this to 2 more packets of potatoes. So I'm just drizzling some olive oil over there. In most baked potatoes, people use butter, so I decided to use olive oil. And to be honest, it tastes really good, especially with putting it in the oven and letting it get into the potatoes. You know, with the foil allowing it to really soak into the potatoes, it tastes pretty good. So you're gonna see me do this process about 2 more times, and I'll come back when I'm on to the other stuff. So after I place the potatoes in the oven to bake, I'm just taking a bag of frozen broccoli. I love frozen vegetables. So I'm just taking a bag of frozen broccoli and I'm just gonna let these cook. Now, you guys may be like, where's the flavor coming from? The potatoes didn't have any seasoning on them or nothing. So I'm actually gonna season my vegetables. So that's gonna give us the flavor. So right now, as you guys can see, I just sprinkled some black pepper in there, some garlic powder, and you guys will also see me do some krill seasoning on there. And these are just a few of my favorite seasonings to use on like everything. So you can add your own flavors, but these are just some basic ones. And I like to do that on my vegetables. And that's gonna really give it the flavor that it really needs. So when you take a bite of your potatoes, you wanna make sure you pick up a vegetable and it will be delicious. Of course, if you season your vegetables. So I'm just gonna let this cook. It was a frozen bag, so it's going to take a little bit longer to saute. And if anyone asks or wants to know what I put in my skillet to do this, I drizzle olive oil down at the bottom to wet the skillet up. So I'm just moving that around. I'm also going to sprinkle parsley in there. I just love parsley. Here's my krill seasoning like I was saying earlier. And I'm going to sprinkle some parsley in there. And this is my main vegetable for this dish. So also, you guys, go ahead and get ready any of your like accessories you want to put on the, I don't know if that's a bad word, accessories to put on the potatoes. So if you like onions, I chopped me up some green onions because I love onions, and I chopped me up some white onions, and that's what I'm really gonna top over the potatoes. Also, I went ahead and grated me some carrots, and I think you guys are actually gonna see me grate the cheese. So I'm just gonna let these vegetables cook, and I'll be back. So I just wanted to pop back in and tell you guys what kind of cheese I was using. So I'm just using some cheddar cheese and some pepper jack cheese. And was that sliced cheese? Yes, it was. I just grated some sliced cheese, so it's possible. Okay, so right now I'm on to, so I went ahead and sprinkled some cheese while it was in the oven, and I put some krill seasoning over the potatoes while they were in the oven, just so they can melt some more. And now here is the fun part, because we're pretty much almost done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in these little foil packs all the broccoli, all the goodness, right? Because the broccoli has the main seasoning, the main flavor in it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take my time with it, and I'm adding some green onions, you can see, some carrots, white onions, they were in there, lots of carrots in there, and mixing that up. I'm trying to mix it up without making the potatoes so much mushy. If you don't want your potatoes like soft, like too soft, you can bake your potatoes, but once again, baking a potato can take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what you have your oven on. So that's why I went ahead and boiled mine, because I was ready to eat. So I boiled mine, so they were already pretty much ready. But it does make them, the texture softer, kind of like a mashed potato. So if you don't want that, then don't boil them. If you want something more on the stiffer side, then I would go ahead and just bake them. And now I'm adding some cilantro on there. That's my favorite herb ever. And this is pretty much it. So please follow and subscribe.